Hi, I'm Danielle. My friends sometimes call me Danny, and this is Danny Marie Reads, my new YouTube channel. I don't have a nice bookshelf to film in front of, but I know when I watch other booktubers YouTube videos, the whole time I'm just looking at the books in the background. And so I made this nice little stack. I hope you guys appreciate it. Some of these books I've read, some of them I haven't. Some are mine, some are my husband's. So to find out, you'll just have to wait and see in my next videos. So yeah, let's get started. A little bit about me. I live in the Midwest with my husband and 2 cats. I'm 23. I graduated 2 years ago with 2 degrees. One was in crop sciences with a concentration in plant biotechnology. And then the other one was in French. And that one was just for fun because I really liked French. I liked speaking it and reading it. And now I do have some French books that I'm trying to read. So let me know if you are a native French speaker who speaks English or vice versa, or if you're just bilingual and reading books in English and in other languages. I think that's so cool, and I definitely want to talk to people about it. So yeah, this is the newbie booktube tag. So I'm going to get started with the first question, which is, why did you start this channel? So I actually am starting this channel because my husband told me to. I've been watching YouTube for years, and he's always said to me, you should make those videos. And I've always said, no, I can't do that. I was obsessed with Animal Crossing in March, I feel like everyone was. And I spent so much time watching island tour videos, and he said, you should make those. And I was like, no, I can't do that. And now I've been watching Booktube religiously, and he said, you should make a Booktube. And I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to make videos about my morning routine, or if you guys watch cleaning videos of people cleaning their house, it is so motivating. So if you guys are interested in those, I will for sure make those. And I've always just really wanted to make YouTube videos, tell people what I'm doing in my daily life, and so I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it out there and make content that I really just want to make, and I'm just gonna get enough enjoyment out of that. And if people like to watch it, awesome. Number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? So I am going to talk about books a lot, but I also have a ton of other interests I'm planning on making videos about. I really like plants. Am I a good plant mom? No, but I still like talking about them. So I'm going to do that a lot. I really like crafts. I like to crochet, knit, cross stitch, embroider, and I like macrame too. And so I'm maybe going to make vlogs, and I can show you just what crafts I'm working on, because I always have a billion going on at one time and never enough time to actually get them all done. But I figured, hey, why not start a YouTube channel and have even less time about it? I also really like routine videos, like morning routine, evening routine, weekend routine. And so I'm definitely going to make some of those, and maybe some cleaning videos too, if you guys like it. If you guys haven't seen any cleaning videos before, I made a playlist in my profile, so when you're done with this, you can click on it and just see, because it's amazing. You'll be so motivated to clean your whole house. Watching other people clean works magic. So yeah, books and cleaning, that's what I'm all about, and crafts. I also have my cats, so maybe they'll make some appearances in videos if they are brave enough to come out from under my bed, which this video they probably aren't. What are you most excited about for this channel? I'm just excited to be able to talk about books. I have all these thoughts and opinions on all these books that I'm reading, and I really have no one that is reading the same books that really wants to hear it. I talk to my husband way too much about books he doesn't care about. I talk to my mom so much about books. I feel really bad, but I just want to get it out. And my poor mom's had the plot of the Poppy Wars explained to her 4 times, and I haven't even read it yet. And so now I have this channel where I can just get it all out of my system and talk as much as I want, and people might like it. What books got you into reading? I have always really been into reading, but definitely the Harry Potter books when I was young. I was obsessed with the Harry Potter books. I still love them now, but I don't think it's possible to be more obsessed with the Harry Potter books than I was as a 10-year-old. It was crazy. I actually picked up the fourth Harry Potter book first before I read any of the others because I loved reading large books, and I wasn't interested in the first three because they were too small for me. But the fourth one was giant and I wanted to read it. So a teacher saw me reading the fourth book and she was like, "Oh, do you read the Harry Potter books?" And I said, "No, I'm just starting with the fourth one." And she was like, no, and made me start with the first one, which I was so ticked about, but I'm happy that she did because that's just dumb. I mean, I was a psychopath as a fourth grader, apparently, okay? What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? So, first of all, Noelle, how are you so perfect? I'm so obsessed with Noelle. I would really ask Noelle, are you really gonna get into fantasy now? Like, I really need to know. Because I know she read Black Sun for her book club and they had a live stream about it, but I haven't read it yet, so I don't want to watch it for any spoilers. And if Noelle got into fantasy, she would just exceed her already perfect standard and my world would be blown. So please, I really hope that she gets into fantasy actually. I love Reagan. How do you read so much? I watch her vlogs religiously. Every morning when I eat my breakfast, I'm watching a Reagan reading vlog. And she'll just be like, oh, 600 plus pages read in a weekend. And it just warps my standards for myself so much. I'll be like, oh yeah, this weekend I can read 300 pages. No problem. That's like baby stuff. And no, that's hard. How do you read 600 pages? And she's also eating dinners, watching animes. I don't know what she's doing, but she's amazing at it. And she's just an amazing benchmark for me to try and work towards, which I never even get close, but she's there. Also, I love Sid Bookworm. I would ask her, how do you do your TBRs? How she does her TBRs is insane. Like, she never actually picks up a book and says, you know what, I feel like reading this next. That's what I'll read. She has these, like, she made a game where she does all this crazy stuff to, like, pick what book she's reading this month, or she does a bunch of, like, readathons that pick her TBRs, and it's just so crazy. If I'm not in a mood to read a book, I'm not gonna read it. Period. I will not be able to get through it. I'm such a big mood reader. And so I don't know how she does it, but it is so entertaining. And I love her for it. And she's crazy. What gets you the most nervous? I'm definitely nervous that this could be like more of a burden than a fun thing eventually. I'm definitely like the kind of person in the group chat that doesn't respond for 2 days and then they'll respond to like 500 messages with like, oh my god, love, how great. So yeah, when things become like a responsibility, I just do not want to do them anymore. So I'm hoping that this is just something that stays really fun and exciting and not like a burden, and I'm sure it will be. No problem. My cat wants out. And as soon as I got up, he ran under the bed. What got me into reading? I've always been super into reading. When I was really young, like almost like a baby, my parents would read the same books over and over to me because I would demand that they do that. And my grandma visited and I read one of my favorite books. It was Madeline, the one with like the little girl and like the French orphanage. I read Madeline to her and she said to my mom, she can read? And my mom said, no, she's just memorized the words that go on each page and can recite them from memory. So I was trying to read before I could even logically comprehend it in my little baby brain. But I was always super, super into reading when I was young, all the way up through middle school. I was crazy about Twilight. I will always be Team Edward. Yeah, I got kind of out of reading in high school and college because I just didn't have a lot of time. And now I've kind of jumped back into reading and I'm obsessed and I love it. And I'm overwhelmed by the fact that my TBR will grow and grow forever and I will never be able to read all the books that I want to read. But it's fine. Where do you read? I really like to read on the couch or in bed. I'll take like a super soft blanket, like snuggle up and like light a candle or like pour a cup of tea. I really like getting into like a nice mood, setting up a nice little space for myself to really just like get into the book that I'm reading. That's like my favorite way of practicing self-care, honestly. Oh, what kind of books do you like to read? I really like fantasy books right now. I'm super into fantasy. I also really like thrillers. I haven't read any for a few months because I've just dove deep into the fantasy world, but I'm planning on getting back into thrillers soon. I like some contemporary. I've read some YA. I'm kind of scared to like really get into YA because I'm afraid that I won't really relate to it, but let me know if you're an adult reader and you still love YA. Please convince me to read YA because I know there's a bunch of stuff that Booktube is just crazy about. Yeah, I like contemporaries. I definitely want to read some more classics this year. I'm not crazy about romance. I haven't ever read any books that are just romance, but when there is like a small romance like plot in a book, I'm crazy about it. I get so into it. So I think maybe I would like romance. I'm trying to kind of dip my toe into fantasy and romance. Right now I'm reading A Discovery of Witches. And this is like a romance. I'm pretty sure it's a romance book. It's a romance fantasy. And I'm only like 150 pages in. It's like an adult Twilight is the vibe that I'm getting. So far I'm into it. I really love the like dark academia vibes. And so we'll see. I'm excited that it's a series. I really think I'm going to read the whole thing. And maybe this is like the beginning of me actually getting into like romance. So yeah, let me know if you like didn't like romance before and you like found out that you really liked it and what books like did that for you, because it might do it for me too. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. I'm so excited to make videos on here. I'm so excited to make like book reviews and like book hauls, and I'm also gonna make like routine videos and like maybe cleaning videos. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and like. If you're a new small booktuber, definitely comment down below and let me know, and I'll check out your channel too and we can be friends. And yeah, I'm so excited to join this booktube community and I'm so excited to talk about books. So see you guys in my next video. Bye.